Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Rager catches it left side. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Blackburn. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down, 49ers.
from the gun. Blackburn. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
Operating from the gun. Blackburn. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Blackburn's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw again. Open man, it's Allen. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers.
Pass complete.
Keenan Allen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Now this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, Wentz. Open right side, complete to Rager. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 49-yard line.
57, Mike, 57. Here we go, G. All day, defense, all day, all day. 57's the Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some out.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, as the first half is winding down, and the Eagles add on to their lead.
Jake Elliott.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. That last pass might be one he remembers, Charles. He's now over 40,000 career passing yards.
And just think of the evolution of the passing game in the NFL. 40,000 at one time was unthinkable. No one thought anyone would ever get there. Now, how many guys have done it in the NFL?
Yeah, right around 20.
So we're talking a good number that have gotten that done, throwing the ball downfield. He's got a lot to be proud of and a lot more left to accomplish.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
26 on the carry.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
That's good for another.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Crunch time, defense.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Blackburn. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
That's the end of the...
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
3rd and 5.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
57, Mike 57.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Wentz to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are pouring it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Blackburn. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Gain of 14.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Operating from the gun, Blackburn. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Blackburn. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards there and a Niner 1st. He'll get this off to Swift.
Blackburn's pass.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Blackburn. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they will take a knee here. Charles, it's one thing to